wings. So I'm just jumping straight into voiceover for this one. So my whole premise was to take three things that I like to draw, usually by default, which is like people with butterfly wings, or just fairies, whatever you want to call them, furries, and then lastly is like wings, bird wings or angels, if you prefer. So basically, so I decided to make myself like a mini challenge, and I originally want to do one whole, this video will be all of it combined, but instead it's half, so this is part one. And that challenge is to draw wings in 10 different mediums to figure out which medium I feel more confident and comfortable drawing wings in, basically. And that's the whole point of it. And this is the, well, as I said, five of the 10 is going to be in this video, so this is half. This is part one. And I decided to go by my least favorite to my most favorite. And by least favorite, I'm going to be medium, not by artwork, and to most favorite. Again, not by medium, just, well, not by the picture, but just by medium, because I haven't even done half of it yet. The other half. So I'm just doing the half that I have done, and because there's a lot of footage already from just this half. Anyhow, let me just get into it. Starting with number 10, which is the color pencils. And the color pencils are a bit difficult to work with in terms of blending. I mean, I like how the wings came out. That's the funny thing. But everything else I hate. So that's the thing. And the thing about color pencils, it hurts your hand. If you don't have like really good color pencils, it hurts your hand to blend because you gotta press really, really hard to get that nice blend. That's my biggest issue with color pencils. But other than that, I really like it in terms of like of my favorite top 10 medium is number 10. It's the very last one, but it's not my least favorite. It's not like my most hated whatever mediums. That goes to oil pastels. Even when I smooth it out, I hate it. So anyhow, the next one would be number 9. Yes, wood probably is going to charcoal. So charcoal, a bit of a messy medium, but I pretty like it. It's pretty easy to work with. Here's what I started to realize from this one on, is that with the past one, which was being the color pencil, and this one being the charcoal, that I have no idea of how to utilize light without a reference. I need a reference to figure out the lights and how the light source, and really figure out where to put the darks. It was more apparent in this one than any other ones. I mean, you see in other ones too, but it's mostly apparent in this one, for me, I think. I was working on tone paper, charcoal on tone paper, so I have to figure out where to put the lights, the white board parts. So anyhow, moving on to number 8. I'm coming backwards, so sorry. It should take me even faster, but I forgot what number I had last. So number 8 is acrylic. This will be the number, if it was going by brand, or like the brand of the medium, this would have been last, because I hated the brand I use. Well, it became difficult to use as it goes on. Usually the problem I have with why it's so low for me and why I have problems with acrylic is that it dries so fast, and I'm a bit of a slow painter. So usually it's just like if it dries up in the palette, and I'm just gonna make a new mixture, and it doesn't always match up, but sometimes it still look pretty good. It's pretty okay. It has that extra hint of color, you know, which is usually a welcome. But this is where I get, but here's the problem with the ones that I use, which came from art set. The caps in the art set all popped, so therefore drying the medium, the acrylics, because the air, when I touch the air, it dries up. Once acrylic dries up, it cannot be reactivated. It's not like watercoloring wash, which if it dries up, it's okay, just add water and it reactivates and you can use it again. Once the acrylic dries up, it is pretty much useless, and that's what the problem I was having with all the acrylics I was using. They were all the colors are popping and opening, therefore they were drying up and making it harder to use and harder to apply the medium onto the canvas. The canvas is not in great shape too. It was a dollar store canvas, but I have used this this paint on this canvas I have before, not in a video, but like I've used it for like I was just loosely painting, like whatever. I wasn't really concentrating on anything. I just wanted to paint something down and use these colors, and it worked pretty well, perfectly well. Actually, I should say not perfect, but it worked really well. But now when you try to use it for this, especially with the skin, which is really crazy because the skin is the one thing that wasn't dry, but it was very hard putting down, applying the paint onto the canvas, and it was getting very frustrating. So this is the only reason why I would much prefer to put in the bottom. But in terms of overall acrylics that I have used in the past and present, not this one, but other acrylics I have used, is number 7. And I think this is like, I have a good grasp of what I was doing with the feathers, making the feathers, if I could use these acrylics, these specific paints better. Okay, and then moving on to number I left off to 8, 7. So number 7, wait, 7, 6. Okay, that's last one. The 6 will be last one. Okay, 7. So moving on to number 7, which is watercolor. This is the first one I did, and which is really funny because I didn't realize how bad I was with lighting until I said with the quill pencils and the charcoal. As I had a source light inside the paint drawing already. He was holding the source of light. Therefore, I knew where to put the light source. And I really like how it came out. Thanks. The ones I'm using, the watercolors I used was from the set, so they are a bit chalky. But the watercolor pencil, the also watercolor pencil, bring out a little bit more vibrance, so it came out pretty colorful. I think I went too heavy on the wings. The wings look like it's on fire. I went too heavy with the red and yellow on the wings. Other than that, it looks pretty good. I really like it. It's very satisfying. I really do like how wings also come out in watercolor. So far, those are the only 2. I'm gonna bring them to my last one, which is the watercolor markers. This one also wasn't so bad. I wish it looked more, I don't know, authentic to wings. I don't know why I like it in watercolor more than I like it in a watercolor pen, marker. I think it just looks too smooth, maybe. Or maybe it's just me. But yeah, but it looks nice. I like how it came out in the end. I was very proud of the end product because after doing the foot, I thought this could go so wrong in so many ways, so fast. I was ready just to throw in the towel. But no, it works pretty well. I did have reference for this one, and I think for the acrylic one, I had reference where I put the lighting, and I had a model, my model kind of model chan model for me to use as reference for both lighting and for the figure. So it looks pretty good. Thanks to that. And I also use reference for the wings, of course. So the wings look pretty good, but the lighting with the wings are off compared to the body because I had no idea once again with the lighting. I don't know what to do with the lighting. I don't know what I was doing. But you know, you learn. So hopefully I have more thoughts, like such as throwing down color. I put more thought into the lighting and the darkness of the wings. So I had no, because the thing with here was the thing with the wings. When it was time to add white, because I was like, I should add white to make it more pop, but I don't know where to add white because I don't know where to dark. You see where my problem is, where I'm getting at? So that's why I'm hoping to do the next 5 wings. I still have 5 more to go, and the last 5 will be my favorite-ish. Yeah, my last 5 is my last favorite English favorite mediums. And next being part 2. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you like what you're seeing, please support me by sharing this video, like, subscribe, comment below what else I should see, what I should do and draw, or anything, I guess. Thank you for watching the video. Also, if you want to support me on Patreon, please do so on the link below. Also check out my other social medias and websites. Thank you for watching if you got this far. Bye!